Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was Blamed by Sakura? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story. Now, before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to GhostX5378 for suggesting this idea. And moving onwards, it might get a little bit dark. It may not. We'll see. We'll see in the future as the story progresses. Anyways, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and also make sure to check out the story that I uploaded on Meta What If you haven't so already. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 13 years after the QB attack, as we go towards the said village to see that it was evening and Naruto Uzumaki was currently resting in his home after a tiresome day in training in Konoha with his team. As that is when there was a knock on the door. It was his sensei when he opened it. Sensei, what are you doing here? Naruto, get prepared. We are called to the Hokage office. Hokage office? Yes. As that is when we see Naruto got hit in his jumpsuit and wore his headband. Alright, what is it? It's Sasuke. What happened? He he deserted the village. What? Why would he do that? We we are going to find out now. As now we see Naruto arrive there with Kakashi, as Tsunade Senju was seated there inside the office, and in front of her was the team and Sakura, who was crying her eyes out. Sakura, I heard, as that is when Naruto went to get near her, he was pushed back by Ino. Get away from her, Naruto. What? Why? Ino. As Tsunade then said, Naruto, Sakura just told us that it was because of you that Sasuke deserted this village. What? What do you mean it was me? It was always you, Naruto. You pushed him. You were the one who was continuously telling him to get the hell away from us and whatnot. You always hated him. And because of you, he deserted. What do you mean I was the cause of that? I didn't do anything. I don't even know anything about this. Oh, come on, Naruto. I can back Sakura up on this. You are always jealous of him. Hey, even if that is true, I never was the cause of him getting out. It was only his decision, maybe. Well, Naruto, the council is not gonna like this because the council has been called. And Sakura is going to be the main core of the testimony. But, Kage-sama, how come this be Naruto's fault? Said Hinata, as well as Shikamaru then stepped in. Yes, how can this be Naruto's fault? I mean, he is an idiot, but we are all aware that Naruto was never the one to be jealous of everyone to the point that he would do something such heinous to anyone, even to someone like Sasuke. Sakura might be lying here. Do you think I would be lying? We'll see in the council meeting who is and who isn't. And so, the council meeting was called. And so, once it was brought there, we see that Sakura gave her testimony. That Sasuke, while last meeting her, revealed that it was because of Naruto that happened. He's the cause of all of this. As Naruto was taken aback, when the whole council immediately called for him and threatened to get the daimyo involved. Tsunade, we're giving you an ultimatum, said Danzo as he stood up. Either kick the boy out or we are going to execute him. Wait, what? What do you mean? Kick me out? I have nothing to do with this. I never did any of this. I was sleeping back at home. How could I have told Tame to get the hell away from this village? See, he's calling him by the name again even now, said Sakura. As now we see, that is when Danzo said, shut up, boy. You are the cause of the misfortune of Konoha since the day you were born. You housed the very misfortune that we have to carry and remind ourselves of. Danzo, you're walking on thin ice. So what, Tsunade? You already have failed us as a Kage, but I'm not gonna fail as a council member. You are the reason why many of us have lost our loved ones. As Naruto looked down, how long are you going to lie? Brat, get the hell away from our home. You are no longer wanted here. As now we see, Danzo then said, for those who wish for his banishment, as many of the council members then outvoted Tsunade, as she had been a new Kage and didn't have that much power over the council yet, and so Naruto was banished. His headband was taken from him. But Tsunade, out of rage, knew what she needed to do. Kid, take this scroll. Do not open it here. This has your heritage. Kakashi makes sure he's escorted out. As Tsunade gave him a tight hug before leaving, and make sure, Brat, you never forgive them. Never come back here. No matter what happens, they don't deserve you. As now we see, Kakashi then arrived with Naruto all the way to the Land of Fire, capital. It took them 3 days to go there, but the whole 3 days were in silence because Naruto, he was just heartbroken. All those years worth of trying his hardest, but in the end it didn't matter to them. His Gigi's words were proven wrong. He tried so hard to appease them, to make them aware that he was nothing more than a child, was trying his best to live in a world that hated him. But now it didn't matter now, did it? They had won. Naruto. Now I said that those who abandoned their people were trash. Know this, it's never you. You never abandoned anyone. As your sensei, I am proud that you were my student. And listen to me. What Tsunade-sama said is 100% what I back up. Do not come here. These people, we, don't deserve you. You have a bright future ahead of you. Don't let this be a setback. If you can be a Kage, then be someone who they wish that they had. Become someone who everyone want on their side. Become so strong that whenever someone tries to mess with you, they regret ever doing so. In this scroll are the two techniques that I made. Both the Chidori and the Raikiri. And the whole instructions on how to use them and how to master them, as well as how to unlock the lightning elemental chakra. Because anyone can achieve any chakra if they train hard enough. Thank you, Sensei. As after that, Kakashi gave him a hug and said, I'm gonna miss you, Naruto. I'm gonna miss you as well, Sensei. You know, times that we had, the adventures we went on, it was fun. It was. It will be the most precious memories that I ever hold, Naruto. Always remember that. As this was going on, we see that is when Jiraiya arrived. Naruto, thank God you're here. Hiro-san in. Yeah, I heard what happened. And I'm honestly pissed. Let's go back and... No, I'm not going back. What? What do you mean? Bachan and Kakashi-sensei made me realize something. What? No matter how hard I try, those people will continuously see me as a monster. Even if I win their trust, one small mistake will all it take to all that trust to go away. So it's not a single point of me going back and wasting my breath on them. Trust is created from both sides, not from one. I pushed myself for the past 13 years to make that trust, but I failed miserably. Gigi's words, I carry them still, but I guess on Konoha they don't apply because those people know only one thing, and that is hating on someone for no reason. So you made up your mind then? Yes. Well, I can help you a little bit. I have a spy network, and I can teach you about a few things that I've learned from them. How to hide yourself in plain sight, and a lot of other techniques. Of your parents. My parents? You know them? Huh. You can say that. Kakashi over here also knows your father. He was the student. Wait, Sensei, you told me that you were the student of the fourth... As Naruto's eyes widened. Yes, you're the son of the fourth Hokage. Oh my god. So the people of Konoha don't know about this, now do they? Said Naruto, as his eyes were teared up, finding out who his father was, and was in pain because his father was someone who was respected and worshipped almost like a god by those people. His dying wish was to make sure that your identity was kept hidden even from you, so that his enemies won't target you. Eva and Kumo were the enemies that your father and mother created. I see. So they were trying to protect me. Their last wish was to make sure that you prosper and you become a hero of Konoha. I tried, I guess, but I failed. No, kid, you did not. They failed you and your parents. But we won't. I promised your father that as your godfather I will watch over you if anything happens. Now that Konoha doesn't have your back, I still do. And I will watch over you, kid. You don't need to worry about anything at all. As Naruto was taken aback by that, as he then smiled, thanks, Sir Sanin, I guess. And so, after that, we see time begin to pass by as back in Konoha, Tsunade began to rule the village with iron fist because she knew that these people, these arrogant bastards, need someone to control them. And so, they begin to do so. While Jiraiya was away, Tsunade was aware that Naruto was training, and she didn't want him to come back because she knew that these people don't certainly deserve him, and Naruto was soon going to become someone that they will regret losing. As within 3 years, time passed, and Naruto, in the form of a named Shadow, was able to win the name across the Elemental Nation, working with the other villagers, as well as daimyos as well, becoming someone who was well respected and quite adored by the people of the whole Elemental Nation. He was not affiliated to any village, but he has helped out minor villages who were being threatened and ruled by local tyrants and whatnot. Soon the land of Rice Country's prison was filled to the brim with criminals, so much so that they had to expand to make sure that the other criminals were facilitated there. And more than one shinobi was always called when they were asked who was the one capturing them. Shadow. And they need to know who Shadow was. Many of them wanted to know because he wore a black mask that was complete blank like an anbu. But aside from that, he wore a black hood and a black zipper with red pants and black shinobi sandals. Only red eyes could be seen from behind. Many thought he was an Uchiha, but he was not, because the eyes didn't have any tomos in them. They were red with slits, if anything else. As back in Konoha, we see that Daimyo, Land of Fire Daimyo, was present, and he was speaking of the time that he had with Shadow. He was able to save him, and not only that, escort his family from the threat that Konoha was failing to do so. Now do tell me, some outsider with a little bit less money was able to do what I, feeding you a lot of money, were not able to do with you all. We apologize for that, Daimyo-sama, but these things are quite complicated. You could have gotten hurt. He didn't have any reason to make sure that you were not hurt at all, while we did. Is that so? Is that what you're trying to tell me and make me believe in, huh? Well, too bad for you that I don't believe you for one bit, Danzo. What do you have to say for yourself, Tsunade? Nothing at all. It was the council's decision. They don't listen to me. Even though I am a Kage, they make me look like I'm a powerhead figure. Only present here because they need someone to do their paperwork. That's all I'm going to say, Daimyo-sama. Tsunade, we never... See? They don't even call me a Kage. You will address her with respect, Danzo. If you're insulting her, you're insulting me. Tsunade, I'm giving you full reign over everything. Do as you please with this village and make it look like that they are now a disciplined attack dog, as they are, of Land of Fire. Your wish is my command, Daimyo-sama. It will be done. Good. Good to know. And Danzo, remind you again that you're nothing more than an elder representing civilian side, and you civilians have no involvement in the shinobi matters. And if you can't obey by that, then get the hell out of my council chambers. Tsunade has full control and my trust and my backing. I'm telling you, once and for all, in front of everyone here. And if any one of you have a problem with that, you're gonna have a problem with me. As Tsunade smirked, As the daimyo after that then said, Shadow is a friend of the daimyo himself of the land of fire and is well respected by the whole elemental nations. And if you are want to make an enemy out of him, you will be making an enemy out of me and the whole elemental nation and the other daimyos. Is that something Konoha can afford? We don't think we can. But if the council of the Konoha wishes to make him into an enemy, then we are more than willing to just give them away to save our hinds. Good to know, Tsunade, because only those who are calling out and won't even move a muscle should be punished for this. As everyone else gulped. Talking about that rogue Uchiha, how far is it taken? The council is saying that he was, well, misguided and whatnot, and he's still with Orochimaru. Kill them both once they're found. But Daimyo-sama, please. He needs to be given a chance. The poor boy has went through enough trauma and enough bullshit to give us. We're not gonna buy that anymore. If you don't wish to, then do it on your own. As after that, the daimyo left. We don't have resources to waste on them. Especially someone like Sasuke. As after it was done, we see that Tsunade smirked. You did this, Tsunade, said the civilians. Remind you again what the daimyo just said. Your power is stripped. You have no say in the shinobi matters. It's high time we make this village as it was. And if any one of you have a problem with that, then you will have a problem with the daimyo. You will regret this, Tsunade. No, Danzo. You will be the one who will regret this. And so the time came when Sakura came to Tsunade, and she wanted to become her apprentice. No, not you, and not you even, Yamanaka. I have already one apprentice, Hinata Yuga, and she will be the only one who I'm willing to train. You two are nothing more than trash, worst of the worst kind. You will regret this, someone will go to the council. Go ahead, please do. And once they did it, they realized that council had no power left because Tsunade stripped it away. And now they were on their own. So Sakura began to train with the minor shinobis who were willing to train them. And once that was done, she, alongside her new sensei Tenzo, because Kakashi was not going to take her or willing to take her back into the team, alongside with Sai and Ino, were sent on a retrieval mission after finding out where Sasuke was. And once they arrived there, we see that Sakura says, Sasuke-kun, please come back. Everything will be alright now. Naruto is kicked out of the village. He's not there to bother you anymore. We can train together now and become strong. Konoha will be at your feet. Please. As that is when, charging up a Chidori, Sakura's chest was pierced straight through the center heart. As she began to bleed excessively, as she realized, I never left because of Naruto. If anything, I left because of you being an annoying bitch, always on my back. What part of I am not interested in you, you big forehead washboard of a bitch? Do you not understand that I am not interested in you? I like Uzumaki women. Karin over here is 10 times the woman that you ever will be. As Karin blushed while standing on the backside. As Sakura chest was yanked out. Take this bitch away from here. I'm willing to give you a chance. Good thing that the dope left, because soon I was going to recruit him. He doesn't need to stay there. That village will be holding him back. And I will need him, because I have a secret that I will tell him. Tell him what? Said Ino, as Hinata, who was also amongst them, because she was the backup, was healing Sakura. His parents, his heritage who was kept from him. Who was his parents? The fourth Hokage Minato no Mikaze, Kushina Uzumaki. These are his parents who sacrificed themselves to save the whole village from the Kyuubi. Dying wishes of theirs was to make their son being seen as a hero. Once Naruto is found out about this, what do you think he will do? As that is when Ino's mind went haywire. Naruto would turn against them, and since he was the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki, he might even release the Nine Tails on them. This was looking bad as it already was for them, and now it has just gotten worse. 10 times worse than ever. And so, Sakura was transported back, and once she was healed by Hinata herself, because she was a kind-hearted girl, we see that Sakura says, thank you, Hinata. Fuck you, Sakura. And with that being said, Hinata left. As that is when Ino was seated near, was then asked the question, what is wrong with her? She just found out that the whole village found out what Naruto is. And they are enraged at you, Sakura. You lied to them. You lied to all of us. Naruto is gone because of you. His life was destroyed because of you. As that is when Sakura looked on. You did what you thought you did. You couldn't get Sasuke's dick out of your mouth now, could you? Why are you speaking like that? I only backed you up because I knew you liked the damn bastard of an Uchiha. And maybe, just maybe, he would have been manipulated. But I was wrong. It was never about Naruto. It was you and Sasuke. You wanted to have your way, and because of that, you destroyed a life, Sakura. It's Naruto we're speaking of. Naruto is an important figure than you and your entire lineage, Sakura. He is the son of the fourth Hokage. You know what this means? If he wanted to, he could have unleashed the Biju then and there, but he didn't. But he wishes to now? We are not sure. What do you think will happen once the Nine Tail is released on us? Who will save us this time around? There is no fourth Hokage there. And last time I checked, only Uzumakis are capable enough of holding the Nine Tails. We are fucked because of you, Sakura. We need to find Naruto. The whole village is demanding that from Tsunade. And you know what she's saying? Giving us the middle finger, saying that if you want, go ahead and do it yourself. Sasuke didn't love anyone. He doesn't love you. He never will. He is in love with someone else. Get that through your thick skull. You dumb bitch. I'm done, honestly. You're a lost cause. As after that we see Ino left, as Sakura was now facing the hard reality that Sasuke was never going to be hers. It was never about Naruto. It was her. She was the problem, and because of that she destroyed two of her teammates' life. If not two, then at least one of their teammates. Oh my god, what have I done? She thought after realizing what she has done. But she did not know it was already too late. As now we go towards Naruto, who has just returned from taking out another bunch of trash of bandits. As he was cleaning up, we see there was a knock on the door of his hideout. You can come in, Erosanin. It's open. Well, I guess the fine arts that you learn are now working in your favor, huh, kid? I told you that it will be hard for you to learn them, but once you do, it'll be a piece of cake to use them. Yeah, I get it. Why are you here? I'm exhausted. I need to rest. Well, you might not like this one, but Konoha wants you back. As Naruto halted, as his eyes turned a lot cold. What? Why? Turns out Sakura, your teammate, went on a mission to, well, Oto, to retrieve Sasuke Uchiha back, and turns out Sasuke outright stabbed her with a chidori. She almost barely survived. I see. That's a disappointment. What else? The whole village is now aware of your heritage, and, well, the fact that Sakura lied, because Sasuke himself admitted in front of Ino, Tenzo, and Hinata. So they wouldn't believe me back then because I was telling them the truth, but now they do, huh? Yeah, I guess. Why are you telling me this, Irisanin? You know as much as I know that I'm not going back. I have no wish to go back there. Well, I wanted you to be aware that there might be a time in the future they might come to you. How so? Because your identity might have been leaked. You did this, didn't you, Irisanin? Said Naruto with narrowed eyes. Of course, I mean, I wanted to have a little bit of fun. Jeez. You and your habit of having weird interactions didn't go away now, did it, Irisanin? I mean, hey, you got nose in my business when I was going to investigate, well, the Akatsuki, but I saved you. You were almost gonna get stabbed to death by your previous students. Even if it was true, then You still got your nose into my business, so I'm gonna poke my nose here. Ah, damn it, this is what I get to save you, Irasani, isn't it? Hey, I could have died a legendary death. I didn't want you to die, you damn fuck. Can't you understand that? Well, now you're admitting to your true feelings now, are you not? Jeez, you really wanted to make me admit that? Yes, I wanted you to admit that you cared about me. Fine, let them come, I'll deal with them. And so, after that we see Naruto or Shadow was approached by Konoha, shinobis. Hey Shikamaru. Hey Naruto. Cool outfit, said Kiba. Yep, cool than yours, Dark Breath. Hey, Akamaru, how are you doing? As Akamaru yipped in agreement, and wagged his tail, indicating that he liked Naruto and was happy to see him. Hey Hinata-chan. As Hinata literally blushed and turned red. Naruto-kun. As Naruto took off his mask, she almost was close to passing out. Wow, I never noticed that you were, you know, beautiful with long hair. Hey Neji, I don't know why you're here, but I'm here because I don't tell me it's because of the fate bullshit. No, I stopped believing in that because of you. Once you were kicked out, I thought that maybe I should, but I realized it was futile because I knew that you were not involved here and were being framed. But I'm happy to see you're doing well. Wait, come in, guys. This is my apartment is nearby. We can go there and talk. Naruto took them to one of his safe houses and then sat down. So, why are you all here? I'm happy to see you and all, but don't get me wrong. I have already been informed that you are here to. Yes, we are here to retrieve you back. And you know that I'm not gonna go back, right? Yeah, we're just gonna chill out here, said Shikamaru. Wait, what? Yeah, I mean, what's the point in fighting you, Shadow, who is now an S-rank shinobi and respected by the other nations, many of the Kages, and daimyos even? That is kind of true. Naruto, listen, buddy. We don't want you to go back because we realized, from our senses perspective, what happened to you was wrong. But know this, Sakura and his family are now being ridiculed alongside with Ino for what they have done. I don't care about them, to be honest. But Naruto, they almost destroyed your life. They tried to do that, Hinata-chan, but they failed. Because I found that a blessing in disguise. Because I realized that no matter how much I try, it wouldn't even matter to them. So the past 13 years that I wasted, that is the only regret I had. I should have done this way sooner. Because in the past 3 years, I was able to do things that I should have been able to do with the past 16 years or so. The respect that I was able to gain within these 3 years from the whole elemental nation aside from Konoha was something that was quite baffling, to be honest. Well, we're just glad that you're doing fine, Naruto. And one more thing. Hinata has something to tell you, as everyone else then left after saying goodbye to their, well, friend. What is it, Hinata-chan? I wanted to. As Naruto then got closer to her as she turned complete red, and then lifted up her chin and placed his lips on hers. You know, it took me a long time to realize, my pretty Hyuga-chan, that the pair of eyes that were always following me were not Sakura's, but yours. I regret that I followed someone like that. But now I know who to chase after. As Hinata then hugged Naruto's chest tightly and shedded tears. Whoa, calm down, why are you crying? I'm just so happy. I'm happy, Naruto-kun. And I'm happy as well. As Naruto brought out a ring, your feelings for me still haven't changed after all this. Even back then, you were the only one, alongside some of my friends, who believed in me, more than ever. You know I bought this for you. If I ever get a chance to confess, I would. As it was a ring, within a chain that Naruto tied around her neck. Would you be my... As Hinata was now, is this time, on the returning end, as she slammed her lips onto Naruto's, as almost Naruto fell back, as Naruto was hugging her tightly. And that is when Neji barged in. No doing sex before your marriage, as that is when the moment was ruined. Jeez, Neji. As Hinata was pissed, No matter how much you get angry, Hinata-san, I won't allow you to do that. You are my sister, and the clan heiress. Remember that. Well, I guess we need to listen to Neji on this much at least. Fine, Neji. Fine, I agree to that. But would your father? I mean, he's okay with this after he found out who you were. And then once we tell him that you are the Shadow, who has a lot of connections, who do you think he will come to? And that is kind of true. You don't need to worry about anything, Hinata. Most of the villagers, even if they don't know about me being Naruto, they know about Shadow. If anyone tries to mess with them, Shadow will be more than enough to stop them. But right now, there's something I need to do and take care of. Who? Sasuke Uchiha. His bounty has been placed, and it's time for Shadow to take action on it. He's going to become a greater threat in the future if I don't stop him now. Just be careful, okay? And so, after kissing her once more, Naruto said goodbye to his friends and then went on to take care of the Uchiha, Sasuke. As both of them clashed, Naruto was able to defeat him, but that is when he noticed that there was an Uzumaki nearby who was protecting him. Fine, I won't do it. Are you sure, kid? Said Kyubi. Jeez, Kyubi, you know that as much as I do. As much as I want to kill the damn bastard, but he was not at the fault here. Yeah, I guess you're right. It was Sakura. As that is when Sasuke got up and said, Why? Why are you leaving me? Listen to me and listen to me well. As Naruto took off his mask, and Sasuke was shocked. Naruto? Sure? Yes, I am Shadow. Listen, Sasuke. Don't come after me, because you and I are nothing in common and want nothing to do with one another. As Sasuke, after hearing these words, gritted his teeth. You're not the same Naruto that I knew. He was my rival. Someone I consider my equal. You and I were never equal, Sasuke. You and I were never rivals. It took me a long time to realize that. You've changed. I've changed, Sasuke. And I want you to change as well. The path of hatred that you walk upon is the path that your brother chose for you, not the path you did. I want you to find your own path. Look at the girl who is looking after you. She's a clansman of mine. Someone who I can consider my sister even. If you break her heart, I'm gonna break your bones. Got it? As Sasuke looked down in deep in thought. I understand. Good to know. As after that we see, Naruto was then surrounded by some people from the past. Akatsuki. Just what I need. Naruto. It was Sasuke who caught up to him. And both Sasuke and Naruto faced off against the Akatsuki. They were in their prime and were quite strong, and were able to rival the powers of the Akatsuki, and it was a close, tough-knit battle, but they were able to win in the end. Sasuke was able to get his revenge on his brother, and find out quite a lot of secrets of Konoha. As Naruto then said, Remember what I told you? I know. Only one man needs to pay. Who was behind this? Danzo Shimura. Yes. Go ahead. I won't stop you. Because he needs to die, that dumb bastard. As after that, Naruto then returned back to his home, where he found Ino and Sakura waiting for him. What are you doing here, Sakura? I followed others and knew where you lived. I want you to. I don't need to listen to you. Why should I? Naruto, please wait. Forgive me. I was wrong. No, Sakura. You were not wrong. You never were. You were just plain stupid. Heck, you didn't even knew what you were doing most of the time, I guess. Naruto, please don't say those words. You know that you. I love you. What? Said Naruto, stopping and turning back to face her. It took me a long time to realize that. But I don't. Said Naruto, as Sakura's eyes widened. It took me a long time to realize that. That I don't. I confessed to the girl and proposed to her last time she came here. Someone who has been keeping her eyes on me for all those time and years. Who is it? Why should I tell you? So you can destroy their life as well? Forget it, Sakura. You're nothing more than a selfish bitch who wants only things for herself. I'm done playing your games. I don't want you around me or around anyone who is close to me. You're nothing more than a narcissistic, self destructive bitch who destroyed everyone around her and their lives. So all I have to say to you is, I wish you're happy for what you have done. And stay the fuck away from me, Sakura. I don't want you to come close to me. With that said, Naruto slammed the door on Sakura's face, leaving her completely shocked and still, and now filled with regret, because she knew that she had lost both of her lifelines. First Sasuke, and now Naruto. And it was all her fault. All of it was. There was no one now on her side. And for the first time she realized that is how Naruto must have felt back then, when she turned everyone against him, or tried to do that. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.